Alright guys, welcome back to the Elestrals YouTube channel. Today we have a little practice match with me versus my friend Zach. I believe Zach is on Krakatuga Burn and I am on Win Penterror. So I guess we just did a little dice roll to see who goes first. Let's see, I believe I am going first. Drawing our 5 cards. See if you want to do a mulligan. What does Zach have in his hand? He has a Mustation, a Nectar, an Earthquake. He has some pretty good cards in his hand. Looks like I am about to cast down an Astrabit. Always a great first turn play. Gonna use that effective Astrabit to look at the top 3 cards. Can't really see what they are. Ooh, I see an Ambrosia, a Gorgons, and that looks like a P-Gust. Yep, it is a P-Gust indeed. Yep, okay, so I add the P-Gust to hand. Probably just for the next turn in order to get rid of any back row that he might set, which in this case, from the look of his hand, he does have Tsunami, so not a bad plan. I set a Gorgons and pass the turn over to Zach. Alright, Zach, go ahead and draws for turn. He's going to start off with a Nectar of the Gods. I mean, why not? Always a great play to start off with. I mean, draw 2. Uses 2 Water Spirits. What does he get out of that Nectar? Gorgons and Krakatuga. So actually pretty good cards to get off of that draw 2. He can already get his burn engine started. I believe I saw an eruption in his hand just now too. Oh, accidentally placed the wrong spirit here. I'll be placing down a water spirit to summon Mustation. Alright. Nice. Question is, do I have a response? He's going to go ahead and use the Mustation effect to flip-flop its attack and defense. Thinking about using Gorgons here. Do I end up going for the Gorgons? And I do. Okay, so I end up going for the Gorgons just so he can't swing over the Astrabit. I think that's a pretty good play. I mean, Mustation is kind of a huge threat of a card. Now, my next turn, I probably can get rid of it if I just flip the Astrabit to attack and then just go straight to battle. But we'll kind of see what the plan is here. Zach, I think, is just still thinking about what he wants to do. Gorgons set. And he casts Earthquake. Okay, so he wants to get rid of that Astrabit right away. He does not want that Astrabit to stay on the field anymore. I think that's pretty good. I mean, next turn, like I said, I can just enchant the Astrabit, look at the top 3 again, and then just swing for combat and deal 1 damage. So I think that was probably the smart play to do. Did he just pass the turn back? I believe so. I don't know. It looks like it's just a little chit chat between me and him. I think we were just talking about the play and whether or not it was good because it is a practice match, so we're just trying to get better at the game and just overall. Oh, is that an Elechick I just saw in my hand? So okay, we're gonna normal Elechick. He's immediately going to Gorgons that. And then I believe here I'm just asking him if he wanted to activate the Mustation before activating Gorgons. Just so that way, he does get the attack flip. Very interesting way that he just looked at his spirit deck just now. Okay, so we have Gorgons resolved. Elechick is negated. I passed over the turn. Oh yeah, you can't attack with Gorgons. Oh, duh. Alright, so no back row set for me, which doesn't really look that good all in my favor. He does have some crazy plays that he can do right now, which I think we're actually going to see. He is going to go ahead and ascend that Mustation into Krakatuga. He is going to use Krakatuga effect, I believe, right now. It looks like that's what he's... Yep, he's going to Krakatuga effect. I have to expend 3. Oh, man, that hurts. Definitely on the back foot of this game right now. Not being able to resolve that Elechick really hurt, because if I was able to resolve that Elechick, I could have grabbed an Aeolus in order to start getting some of my starter pieces on the board, like Hydrake and such. And honestly, at this point, and he cast Eruption as well. Yep, the Eruption that we knew was in the hand. So now I have to burn for 3 more. So lost 6 spirits from those 2 plays, which is not that good. And I believe he gets the Krakatuga effect. Yep, to pop the Elechick as well. An insane combination of plays that just went on here. He's gonna set that Tsunami and pass the turn back. Leave the Krakatuga in defense perfectly fine. 9 defense is gonna be kind of hard for me to get over. I'm going to start the turn off with Ambrosia. Okay, pretty good play to get some of those spirits that I lost back. What spirits am I going to add here? I mean, I probably could just add... Okay, so I go for 2 wind and a thunder spirit. I believe that's correct. Oh, am I taking back the thunder? Just taking one more look at my underworld over here. Okay, so it is 2 wind and a thunder. I did not see what I drew. I think I drew the Ambrosia, but do I have a play here? I do indeed have a play. I have the Aeolus in hand. Did I always have the Aeolus in hand, or is that what I drew for turn? Not 100% sure, but I'm going to enchant the Aeolus with 2 extra spirits. I feel like that's kind of a misplay on my end. I probably should have just enchanted this Aeolus with 3 extra spirits, so I get 2 searches off. I'm not sure why I didn't. Maybe I'm like trying to leave the extra spirit for like some sort of like Exaltair plays or something like that, but I probably should have just put the 1 more extra spirit on there so I get 2 searches. Okay, we're going to search out the Sorlet. It isn't out to Krakatuga. I mean, that card is a problem. I got to get rid of it before he could potentially burn me again next turn. Which, now that I think about it, I'm not really sure if he could burn again, because between Eruption and Krakatuga, he went through 4 fire spirits, and then underneath the Krakatuga is 5. Probably not the best play. I mean, it is still going to out the Krakatuga, which I enjoy. But definitely not playing around that face down card, which I think is going to bite me in the butt here. Thinking about his options, does indeed use the effect, expend a spirit in order to do it. I'm going to go combat, swing into the Krakatuga, and the Tsunami. Yep. Definitely going to bite me in the butt here, so that it does not have enough defense to protect itself from the Krakatuga. And yeah, looks like I'm in a really bad position here. For turn, he draws Smotuga, which is actually really good here. And he has I don't remember what the name of the card is, but it's the one that allows you to put up to 3 water spirits back when it's when it's cast. Just counting spirit totals here, I believe. Looks like Zach is at 7, and I am at, I want to say it looks like around like 4 or 5 from what I saw. I'm pretty low here. Definitely should have enchanted the Aeolus to try and get some more plays going, because As of right now, we're in a really bad position. Thinking about what he wants to cast here. Is he going to cast the small Tuga? He is. He going to cast an attack position, deal that extra damage. Going to use the effect here to add a 1-drop fire spirit, adds the Necruff, of course. Why wouldn't you add Necruff here? I mean, he already has such a good advantage over me right now. So, yep. Going to go small Tuga into the Sorlet, going to attack for 2 with Krakatuga. I take the 2, and then he just passes turn over. Looking at my cards in my hand, seeing what options I have. I drew another Aeolus for turn. So, I think at this point in the game, I did realize that it was a misplay not to enchant that first Aeolus with 2 extra spirits, because if I'm not mistaken, he's just going through his thing here. I believe I'm asking him how many fire spirits he has in his underworld, just mainly because we did kind of help each other build these decks beforehand, so we both had kind of a good idea of how many spirits we each had. Going to cast that Aeolus. Yeah, definitely for sure misplay not to add the 1 to the first one. I could have saved an extra spirit here, which in this case I probably would for sure need. I mean, I think I'm down to about 3 spirits now. And I searched the Hydrake. So what is the plan here? Keep in mind, guys, this is me and him are both fairly new to this game, so we're not going to know all like the correct plays and everything. So in the comments, just go ahead and put down like what you guys think would have been a better play have been. Just try and be nice about it, trying to build a healthy community here. I don't want any toxic people in the comments. I do summon the Hydrake. I think I'm trying to go combat. Also doesn't help here that throughout the entire game, I also didn't see any of my counter runes to kind of protect myself from all these attacks or all these effects as well. Because the Gorgon's Gaze on the Krakatuga probably would have been good. I would have expended 2 spirits, but I would have saved myself that extra spirit, which I think in this entire game with the wind deck for sure would have mattered, because Penterror Wind goes through a lot of spirits in order to get that Penterror out. I think I'm in combat right now considering my options, but from what I can tell, I believe this game is just over. He has the Necruff in hand. I passed back turn. Yeah, this game is for sure over. I think I only have 2 spirits left. He's going to attack. Yep, he summons the Necruff, and that looks like it's game. So if you guys did enjoy this game, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because we're going to be doing a lot more practice matches like this, and hopefully more in-person locals and webcam locals, whatever I can do. Yep, that's it. Alright, so Zach takes it with Krakatuga Burn. Very strong deck indeed. I think I needed to manage my resources a little bit better in this game. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video.